Billin, Uptown Murph.
Top Billin villains.
Hey yo, Top Billin, your boy is back. Big love to the folks over at BetUS for sponsoring this video. Yo, man, the Philadelphia Eagles, man, got to give props to the Philadelphia Eagles. I love that defensive game plan against the New Orleans Saints, who are riding high coming up into the game. A very explosive team and a very physical team that derives that explosiveness from the run game. So seeing 6-man fronts, 5-man fronts, it was outstanding to watch some of that type of football. We're talking about a lot of abstinence, a whole bunch of people just flying around, right? Like the heads on fire. You got to love that. So just going to go over a few defensive plays, a few defensive concepts, some standout type stuff to me. You know I got to start right here, right? If it's Jaylen Carter, right? Now, obviously, you got all these cats who want to be like me so bad. They got to run and do all the Jaylen Carter content and stuff like that. But like I said before, you know who's covering this cat since he was in high school. He is every bit that dude. And this right here was his, reintroduction to the public. But this right here has some LOL to it, right? Going against Cesar Ruiz, another cat who I covered in high school. That's a good matchup right there, but not really. Because you get one, bang, right there. Cesar Ruiz was done. He exited his consciousness. We're talking about Jaylen Carter adding moves to his game, getting that vertical pressure all game long. Man, what are we doing here? This kid is incredible, absolutely incredible, man. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Now, what does he do here? We'll check this out from a couple of different angles right here, right? First of all, slow on the approach, sell, no tell, right? Get it vertical up into his chest, sink that, right? Split the middle, split the difference right there. You got Cesar Ruiz right here, right? Heavy-legged waist bending, right? Because you're not giving him much of a service. And then you come with the arm over, right? But you arm over that bad boy to the back of his cranium. Bang! Right there. He was done. Shockwaves sent all down his spine, all up into his damn buttocks, into his hamstring, into his calves, all the way into his Achilles and shit like that. Toe tendons and all that shit snapping and everything like that. With that type of power hitting you in the back of your cranium, there's no reason why you don't touch earth. That man touched earth. You know what it reminded me of? Y'all, I know y'all saw over the weekend my man Daniel Dubois knocking AJ out, right? Anthony Joshua, right? Right, here you go right here. You see right here, Anthony Joshua over his skis, overextending. Daniel Dubois ducking below that, right? On the reset, comes with the arm over, just like Jaylen Carter. Arms over, bang, and then look at his leg, right? Right here. His leg was like linguine. Tell me that don't look like Cesar Ruiz's leg right there, right? You can't be taking too many of them joints upside the head like that from a cat like Daniel Dubois, and certainly not from a cat like Jaylen Carter, man. Come on, man. What are we doing here? So that's tough to deal with right there, right? And getting that vertical pressure right here. Let's check it from a different angle. Now, quickness is his hallmark, followed very closely by physicality, and combining both of them joints, man, is sick. Look at that. Now watch how quickly he goes from B to A. Right? Obviously, he's at a 3 technique. He's going to be approaching that B gap, right? Really approaching that B gap, selling that there like he's getting upfield here. And then the slap chop joint right there, bang, right? Gets him quickly back to the A gap. And, yeah, that's all she wrote with that one right there. That's that quick pressure. That's as good of a white-collar sack or a white-collar pressure as you'll see, right? You know what I mean? With a pass deflection added on to it right there. But getting that white-collar where you can barely set up as a quarterback and it's vertical pressure from the inside, come on, man. That's tough to deal with. Jaylen Carter is that dude. Quin Yan Mitchell. Now, you might get him once or twice, but more times than not, he's going to get you. And obviously, he's just in his first few games. Yeah, we already know what's going on with him. If you were to pick somebody in the Fangio defense, just like I said when he was drafted, you want to pick somebody who is adept at zone. Obviously, we know this kid is going to be nasty in straight-up man coverage. But in zone and in off-man coverage, yeah, I'm not sure there's not going to be too many better than him in the league once he becomes a vet and gets a lot of experience, man. Let's check out the technique of this one right here. What stands out about Quin Yan Mitchell is his feet, right? His lower half, right? No, Diddy. My man's very fluid and he understands spacing and width, right, as far as the feet go. You can see him not overstriding. Look at that. He's able to cut something like that, right? Just pay attention to this, right? You know how I do it, baby. This is legitimate film study, right? This ain't that goofy ball shit you see from them other dudes who ain't never actually played ball. This is what we did in film study, right? We look at the nuances of the game. It's not the results of it. It's how the results were derived. Look at him right in the pedal, staying loose with it just so he can react. Just like that. A lot of these people will start overstriding and everything, and then they can't transition with it. But his transitions are phenomenal, and then he's able to understand angles and pass to take. He undercuts that bad boy. Now, the person on the broadcast, right, I don't know, Greg Olsen, he be doing too much, you know what I'm saying? Much love, y'all know I'm Jersey for real, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he make Jersey look bad, right? He said that he thought he could have got two hands on it or something like that. I was like, no, he's undercutting the route, going up under it. It was a good throw. He's just better defense. There's no way he could have got two hands on this, man. And when people like that on the telecast say goofy shit like that, people believe it. Nah, I'm here to tell you right now, there's no way he could have got two hands on this. Look, he barely got a hand on it. Great defense by that kid, man. I feel very strong about this dude. He is not coming off the field the next 7 to 10 years. Like, they just planted this dude. They planted their flag in the grass with Quin Yan Mitchell, and it's crazy to see that you'll be turning the calendar here 7-10 times, and your man is going to be balling out, one of the best. I'm telling you right now. Your man Vic Fangio emptied out the playbook on this one. We see him working tackle to tackle here. Technically a 4-man down lineman front here with a overhang defender in Zach Bond, and you get pretty much the same deal. I believe they're in the nickel set with Avonte Maddox crashing down. So he's going to have that, right? He's going to close it off, right? He's going to seal the gate there, right? Close the gate off backside there. When you have these type of tight alignments, you got to be able to reach, man. So your boy Nakobe Dean right here, you already know what he's about. I want people to start apologizing to my boy Nakobe Dean here. But look at that, right? The hall monitor, all of them right there. Look at that. Oh, covering some serious ground there. One more time. Go full speed here. See the action. So a lot of crashing down and people shooting gaps. And for the most part, man, you got to try to remain on your feet, if anything, right? You get doubles, you know what I'm saying? You at least get a double right here. Leave everybody else maybe soloed up, but you can see Brandon Graham getting kind of pinched on the inside, having to try to get he's not going to win that footway, so he gets knocked off his path anyway. And then Dean has to try to work with a little bit of sanitation. He shoots that there, working that inside shoulder force. Inside shoulder force, he has Quin Yan Mitchell right here, of course, on the edge contain, on the outside edges, of course, from the secondary standpoint. And then look at that. Nowhere for Alvin Kamara to go. That is great football. Wraps him up. Bang, fertilizers. The hall monitor. No running on the hall monitor. Once again, right here. Once again, it's on. Look at that. Jordan Davis tying up. Stretching it out. Inside shoulder force. That's how you draw it up. And my guys over at BetUS is drawing it up as well. 150% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 with 10% gambler's insurance. All you have to do is enter the promo code YouTube150, and it is on. Lately, your boy's been getting into some of those same game parlays. That's where you enter multiple bets within the same contest to level up for even more prizes. Come on now, BetUS. You're getting that 24/7 customer support, 24-hour payouts in the whole 9. Remember, promo code YouTube150, BetUS, where the game begins. Would have loved to know what went into the game planning. We can see right here a legit 6-man front when they walk Zach Bond down to the line of scrimmage. You can see them shift over. This is against 21 personnel, two backs, 1 tight end. And you can see it right there, man. All gaps covered. And where you going to run with this, right? If there's sound discipline within your gap and there's gaps in it, no man should be in another man's gap. Look at that. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to run. I bet you that was fun as hell to lab, right? You know what I'm saying? In practice, whatever, you start jumping into that should get extremely competitive with all those bodies, right? In a small portion of the field, right? Small area of the field. You get pretty much what amounts to a zone with kind of a peel back block. This is made right here by Moro Ajomo, right? Stand on his feet and allowing your boy Brandon Graham to be able to crash down while Zach Bond holds up court right here, right? You see that? Moro Ajomo doing his job right there allows for Brandon Graham to do it from one side there. And, of course, you got this beast right here, right, at his 3 technique posts, immediately taking presence there, walking my man right here to the lap of the quarterback. That's hard. And then disengages on Alvin Kamara right here. Let's check it out again from here. Of course, Big Trevor Penning getting manhandled by Jaylen Carter really sells that zone and forces your man Alvin Kamara to hit that organic crease probably a little quicker than he wanted to, right? If you think about the aiming point on that right there, if he could have pushed it wider a little bit more and then tried to find the organic crease, he pretty much has to pull the ripcord right away. And then look, bang, pretty much at the line of scrimmage, if not behind it. Damn, that is some sound-ass gap sound defense, right? Bang. A late ad by Zach Bond. You got Milton Williams here. My man Milton Williams still getting after it right here. So on a late ad, now you become working with that 5-man front. Your boy Nakobe Dean right here definitely would have to crash really hard past the C. And, of course, Alvin Kamara is going to be taking it out the backside right here, right? No Diddy again, right? So they widen that out right there, and then you see everybody crash down, even Slay, and look at Milton Williams string it out. That's outstanding. He's going against Big Trevor Penning as well. And look at that. That's what you do. You immediately, if you can take, right, you come off that line of scrimmage, you can get them back behind the line, right? Habitual line stepping, right? Start to walk him back, and then Kamara has to widen it out even further, right? Look, you see that? Kamara having to go back some, and Milton Williams able to disengage, force him back even more. That allows for Zach Bond, of course, to get free from Foster Moreau there. There you go. Sideline to sideline, gap sound. I want to see more of this, right? They start or continue to play like this, right? They build on this game right here. The Philadelphia Eagles will be hell on wheels, right? Just talking about defense, right? I have to get to offense another time. Listen, and remember, I don't know, I already told you dudes, right? Y'all keep running down on me. Pull back the Philadelphia Eagles coverage. I'll come through, you know what I'm saying, when I come through. So it's going to be treated as don't call me, I'll call you. There's no reason for you to run down on me. If I see something I want to jump into, I will come and jump into it, all right? And sometimes it just takes a Herculean effort by someone when everyone else seems to be kind of out of position. Watch your boy Jaylen Carter right here. Milton Williams, right, they're giving that eye candy. They're leading with the tackle here. You got Foster Moreau in the backfield, right, running that sweep action. And then you get your boy Milton Williams taking himself out of the play. He shoots vertically, what you really weren't supposed to do, but they have good blocking behind that to kind of seal him off there. But when you have this guy right here, sometimes he make everything look right. Check that out right there. Immediate 2-gap. When I first saw this, right, I'm like, oh, that could be a pretty nice gainer. Look at the spacing right here. Look at this, right? Look at the spacing right here. Depending on what goes on with Nakobe Dean, he may shoot this way, right, and get forced off that. Alvin Kamara, very agile, be able to get that backfield and probably could beat a guy like Avonte Maddox straight up one-on-one there. But, yeah, Jaylen Carter not playing, right? You can see him using great technique, right? 2-gapping, right? Take presence in this gap. He's able to keep that arm free while still holding leverage here. Holds that leverage and then shrugs that man aside, and it's a wrap, right? Disengaging, getting off blocks. Bang, solo tackle. What are we doing? Outstanding performance in the physicality game. I want to see this type of physicality from the Philadelphia Eagles from here on out. That run defense, man, that shit was embarrassing the first couple of games there, right? Being able to stop the run and then being able to run the ball like you have with your man Saquon Barkley, that's the hallmark of a normal Philadelphia Eagles championship roster. And then also, man, it's going to be about not turning the ball over. So we'll have to get into that another time, right? I might shoot back through and look at some of that, what's going on with the offense. I like a lot of the stuff that I see on the offense from Kellen Moore. Very creative there. I don't care about going forward on certain situations. I care about the execution. Anything can be executed. It's not necessarily always about the play call. Most of the time, it's about the execution. All right, it's your boy Murph. Much love to all my real, true top billing villains out there, and much love to the folks over at BetUS. Make sure you enter that promo code YouTube150 to get that sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits of 150% up to $2,000. All right? Salute.
What more can I say?
Top billing.